If you're ready for me, I will call to order the Courts and Public Safety Committee for June 2, 2020.
We are ready.
Okay, I'll call it to order. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Foster.
Here.
Commissioner Hovey Wright.
Here.
Chairman Hughes.
Here.
Commissioner Laring. Commissioner Laring. Commissioner Mahoney.
Here.
Commissioner Nash.
Here.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Here.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Here.
Commissioner Snyder.
Here. I think that completes the roll call. We have present. Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the meeting of May 5, 2020.
So moved.
So moved.
Second. Marcia.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed say no. The motion passes. Item number 4 is public comment on an agenda item. Is there anyone in the public that wishes to comment on an agenda item? Hearing and seeing none, we will move to item 5, items for consideration. The first one is CPS 20/06-21 from the sheriff to authorize the sheriff's office to accept the safety grant 20-7 in the amount of $70,300 for personnel and operating costs for the 2020 calendar year.
So moved. Support.
Support.
Questions or comments?
I do have a comment, Commissioner Snyder. This is
Go
Commissioner
ahead.
Hughes. And I'd just like to say that I really think that this is a really great grant, especially this year when we have so much water. We don't have any idea what's going to be needed in our marine unit, and this is really going to be helpful. So I just want to thank you for, this being available to us.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, a question. There's a 25% local match. Is that budgeted?
Can we get an answer to that, Beth?
I thought maybe the sheriff was going to answer. It normally is, so I should be included in the budget.
The sheriff's on. Go
I
ahead.
was trying to get it off, yes. That would come from the budget from the general fund.
Thank you, Sheriff.
And
Any questions?
would we be hiring additional staff for this, or does this cover existing staff? Dedicated.
It covers our existing numbers because we do have a transition each year with some of the students going to college or graduating and going on to other jobs. But it covers the same amount of personnel. We have a great deal of them returning this year, which is a really good for all of us.
I had a question.
Anything further?
Yeah, I had a question. Is this grant lower or higher than it was last year?
Commissioner Nash, I would have to look into that for you. It usually runs about, it's in the same ballpark, but I think it's a little less, to be honest.
Yeah, can you let us know?
I'll try and look it up before the meeting even then.
Great.
You want to withhold vote on that till you get that?
No, it'll be okay as long as I get it before the full board.
Okay. Does require a voice vote. We take roll call, please.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Foster.
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright.
Yes.
Chairman Hughes.
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
Yes.
Commissioner Mahoney,
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder,
Yes.
9 yes.
Motion passes. The next item is CPS 20/06-72. Again, from the Sheriff, Community Corrections to approve the request to apply for $196,200 from the Office of Community Corrections in Lansing for the fiscal year 2021.
So moved.
Support.
I have a
Questions or
question. I have
Go
a
ahead.
question. Yeah, Sheriff, what is this used for?
Commissioner Scott Laminin is on here, and he can answer some of those questions for that out of our community corrections.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Scott
Can we show the
Lamlin
full motion?
from Community Corrections in the Sheriff's Department. The money's used for both salaries and to run programs in the jail and in the community, with basically 3 goals in mind. We want to reduce prison commitments, reduce the jail population, and address recidivism all at the same time.
Thank you.
And I have the same question. Is this grant lower or higher than it was last year?
It's actually 42,000 more than last year.
Good.
Thank you. Any other questions? Again, roll call, please.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Foster,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Chairman Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
Yes.
Commissioner Mahoney,
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder,
Yes.
9 yes.
And that motion passes. Next is CPS 20/06-23 from the Public Defender's Office to authorize the Public Defender's Office to apply for a renewal of the Michigan Indigent Defense Commission grant for 2021.
So moved.
Support.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll go to the vote, please. Roll
Commissioner
call.
Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Foster,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Chairman Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
Yes.
Commissioner Mahoney,
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder,
Yes,
9 yes.
motion passes. Now we'll move on to old business. Is there any old business?
Yes, I have some old business. I would just like to say why the sheriff is here with the protest and march that we had this weekend. I'd just like to thank him for everything he did for that. Your speech in the beginning was wonderful. Your staff and your officers were exceptional. Everything went wonderfully, and I give you a lot of credit for that. You and your department, you did an excellent job, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Muskegon shined in that situation, and I appreciate everything you did.
And I would agree with that. The low police presence and kind of everything kind of low level was totally appropriate, and I was glad that we weren't following what some of the other cities were doing and show of force kind of stuff. So it contributed to the nonviolent response.
I would agree. Any other old business?
I'd like to say just the citizens shined as well. They
Yes.
made Muskegon County proud.
No question.
Commissioner Schneider, I have a comment. I'm wondering
Yes,
if we can, I'm wondering if we can get an update from the sheriff. He reported another death in the jail last week and wonder if we can get an update. He didn't have any details. I'm wondering if we can get a few details this week.
Can you address that, Sheriff?
Absolutely. As I reported the day of that last meeting, the complete autopsy is not back, but the information that we did receive from the doctor that performed it was that, like, as I stated before, the individual suffered from congenital heart failure. He had an enlarged heart. He had expressed that he'd be contacting the family as it's a hereditary issue. If you have some specific questions, maybe. I don't know what you might want to know.
Well, yeah, how long was he incarcerated for? And so there's not any new details from the autopsy yet?
Well, nothing new from the autopsy. The individual was sentenced to prison, and he was actually supposed to leave our facility. Well, I'm sorry, he was sentenced on March 12th, the day that we had the shutdown, and he normally would have been out of the facility from here. You know, just some of the information I can tell you right now, they did a razor pass so they could shave him and his cellmate. It was like at 1:40, probably at 2:40, those were picked up, and then they both laid down to nap, and when it was time for dinner, an hour later is when his cell found him.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask one more question about it. I know sometimes the prisoners are taken off their medications. Was that the case here?
I don't know. He was on some medication, but I don't believe it was for his, to be honest with you, but he wasn't taking off any medications, no.
He was not taken off any medications. Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business. Any new business? Any public comment?
Sheriff Poulin for Commissioner Nash.
Yes, sir.
It appears this amount was awarded to us in 2018 on the Marine Safety Grant, and just $70,000 a year ago, and we went back to $70,300.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any final board comment?
Commissioner Snyder, just Commissioner Mahoney, if you're interested in purchasing face masks, the quilting group up in Montague has them for sale from 3 to 5 at the City Hall on Friday. Myself, KP, and Susan Niehoff from the council will be selling them.
Thank you
How
very
much are they?
$3.
Are you taking orders?
We have sold about 450 over the past 2 weeks, so it's a busy market.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get some.
They have them at the farmer's market as well.
Any other final board comments?
Did we do public comment?
Yes,
We did.
All right, just double checking.
and didn't have any.
Okay.
I still don't see any hands up either.
Oh, okay. Well,
I would
that's
move we
the-
adjourn.
Support.
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 Thank you very much. We are adjourned.